Hey guys, Monster Man X here. So the other day I was on YouTube looking up music and such for my now probably not gonna happen Christmas special. And to my surprise, there was my first video response. And I was in Meta Cafe probably a while ago, and I've probably been on YouTube for maybe a year or so now. I don't even know. Can't keep track anymore. In any case, I was pretty excited to see that somebody responded, but the weird part of it was a response to a video from like July. And to my to more surprise, I got the person that responded to me was someone named Techdude93, a 13-year-old kid. Now normally, I really could care less who responds to me and what matter and what fashion, you know, whatever. We're all gamers, most of us. But it was what he does and what he said that really struck me. So let me explain. This kid, in every one of his videos, literally the default picture is him sitting in his pajamas while the camera is aimed towards his dick. And it really doesn't make any sense to me. It's kind of fucked up. But I'll put a link to his page so you can, talk to him if you want. What he did was he essentially responded to this E3 rant where I went nuts for about 30 seconds screaming, and then I just went all out on Nintendo. And I was really pissed off. I was really fucking pissed off when I did that rant. And what I got was essentially a response of him just responding to every single line of text that I say, calling me an asshole, calling me an idiot, huffing and puffing, smucking his lips, just doing some really stupid fucking shit. And I mean, I know kids his age who don't even act like that. I sure as hell did not act like that at 13. Otherwise, somebody would have told me or beat my ass. So, for that, here's a response. The whole thing, to even start, I don't know why you would pick something from so long ago and then show me a bunch of IGN reviews, state a bunch of IGN reviews that mean jack shit to me. IGN is considered probably one of the worst gaming sites because a lot of the reviewers are paid, or a lot of them are just very biased against other games. The other thing is that it's so media oriented. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it kind of overshadows the whole video game networking system. The whole video game thing. When I think of YouTube, I think anybody can say whatever they want and have their free speech. And someone like me can have a ranting channel and bitch about whatever they want and say their own opinions and feelings. And if you agree, that's cool. If you disagree, you can do it in a very nice, polite fashion. But it was the way that this kid disagreed that really startled me. Like I said before, he just basically cursed me down, which is kind of fucked up. What's even more screwed up is that he took no information down about me and what I do, which is rant. And for a kid that has rants and whatnot on his page, he should understand what a rant is, and that's essentially someone getting mad. His idea of, I guess, ranting was to take all of these different users on YouTube, wow, and you can go look at the page, and basically just bash them and say that he's pwning them and whatever. And that makes no sense, because again, at 13, I wasn't doing that. I was actually a pretty nice kid. He also has this really false concept of video games. So let's do the math here. He thought that I was this older Xbox player who's living with his parents, playing in the basement most likely, when that's completely wrong. I'm a Sony Nintendo guy. I have a PS3, a Wii. I've got almost all the... Yeah, I've got them all. I mean, really, most of it. That's what I've got of Nintendo and Sony. And what I did was, rather than make an ignorant statement back to him like he did to me and to other people, I actually took the time to understand where this kid is coming from. Because a 13-year-old with this big of a mouth that's talking about casual gaming as if he's lived with it his whole entire life really needs to be taken down a notch and put in his place. Now let's see. You're 13. You were 13 as of 2009. That means you were probably born in 1995. Nintendo 64 came out in 1996. That means that you were 1 year old. That means your first system that you ever played, you just happened to be 1 year old. So that means that somewhere in your life of 13 years, you played it, which tells me that really was not that long ago. I was about 5 years old. Super Mario came out and I was 5, 64. So again, you were still probably like 1. Smash Brothers came out in 99 and I was about 8 or 9 and you were about 2 or 3. So to my understanding right off the bat, you don't know what the hell you're talking about video game wise. I'm just stating those 2 games as references to his age because you know what, for this case age really does have a big impact on what the hell you're saying, especially to somebody that rants about video games most of the time. Your concept on casual gaming is completely bogus, and it kind of makes me sad to know a 13-year-old is actually thinking what his head is so far jammed up his ass it's not even funny. Casual games to a real hardcore fan is the death of video games as we know it. And if you don't believe me, how about you look at Nintendo's plummeting console sales from last year, Mr. IGN man. I figured you knew this. While they're working on casual games, we could all be getting games that we deserve and they should have been worked on. And instead, they waste their time on people that just like to sit down for a few minutes at a time and play a game. The thing with you is that when you think of hardcore titles, you think of games that are any franchise that could stand out and not be kiddie. And in my eyes, that's not what I meant, especially for Nintendo. The hardcore I speak for is the hardcore for Nintendo. The real franchises, you know, not just some shitty DS-made game. Not some half-assed Wii game like Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, which, let me inform you, DKC4 was heavily rumored around last year's E3, so you could suck on my nuts. Kirby Wii has been an unconfirmed release for the last 5 fucking years! Unpatient my ass. It was supposed to come out for the GameCube. Then it was supposed to be a Wii release, and as of December 2007, fucking Nintendo Magazine unconfirmed it. So, explain to me how I'm impatient, you jackass, because apparently you have no idea what you're talking about. Great call trying to get me, though. Wow. Is it so wrong to think outside the box? Because you seem to be so stuck with the idea that the Wii is not just a gimmick, or that Mario, Zelda, and Metroid are not overused. Dude, wake up, man. Honestly. You know what? I could live my life with one Mario game or one Zelda title coming out a year. But it's bogus that they have all of these other cool characters that they waste and just never do anything with. I would kill for a full world Kirby game or a Star Fox game, that which I might add, Dylan Cuthbert, the creator of Star Fox, does not even want to make a Wii game because he said that Miyamoto takes everything and fucks it up on that console. And guess what? It's very true. When I played Mario Galaxy, I did play it for a story because it's in space. You know, all great space science fiction stories, wakey here. I mean, honestly, it's just a given. I was hoping for something. Nothing too epic, but nothing too, you know, out of the Mario realm, and they just blew that out of someone's asshole. Another Peach story. Multiplayer is not something new. It's been around since the fucking Atari. It's been around probably longer than that. More than one player is multiplayer, and that was 2-player, and you're a fucking idiot. Okay. I don't know where you thought that was some kind of new fucking innovative way, but great job. Apparently you have no experience in online gaming. And I just think that it's so amazing that you think that you could just live off the same 3 franchised games. You really can't. Because you're 13. You're the future, man. If you don't want to see another Luigi's Mansion, or another Yoshi's Story, or another Earthbound, or another F-Zero, another Kid Icarus, which might I add, they're trying to do a Twilight spin to it and make him older, which is going to completely ruin Kid Icarus after fucking 10 years of waiting, douche, then you're fucking nuts, because you're 13 years old. You shouldn't be going on the internet bashing people with no facts or no idea or concept on what the fuck you're doing. You're sitting in your pajamas, bitching at people and smucking your lips. You should probably go play a video game with your friends or get a real fucking system. The only reason why I have my Wii is for 2 games, Galaxy and Brawl, okay? And that's it. And that's sad when you have to wait and wait for something good after this long. So, you know what? You keep doing what you're doing and responding to people like you know what the fuck is going on. Because you clearly don't. You're too young to understand it. And I'm not speaking for just every single 13-year-old, just you. Because mentally you're fucked if you think that casual gaming is like a good thing. It's completely not good. And if it didn't bug you so much, you wouldn't have been looking at all these people who hate the Wii and all this shit. So clearly, subconsciously, there's something up with you where you actually realize that you're wrong. So that's about it. If you want to respond to this, you can. It's the internet after all, right? Because, you know, stating opinions is wrong and all. But you just bashing people's opinions is fucked up. So you're going to respond to this, you can. If not, that's cool. I would suggest you don't. Have a nice day, and everybody can have his link and could go see what I'm talking about. Fuck this.